A very good morning and warm welcome to all our viewers. Myself Mubaraka and I am your host today. So basically I represent the team of educators at iRobokid, and iRobokid is an educational institute in the specialized space of STEM and technology education, and we've been here in the STEM education industry for a decade now. So recently we've started a new venture called Pillars and Posts on our website futurelearning.iRobokid.com, wherein we post interesting articles and blogs on the latest in STEM education, as well as we host talks and interviews with eminent personalities in the education world. So basically the intent here is to bring to the forefront the silent pillars of our education system and give them the righteous credit and recognition for their contribution in the education world. So with regards to that, we have with us here today Ms. Arti Desai. She is a renowned educator and currently the principal at Lokhandwala Foundation School. She is a compassionate, purpose-driven and remarkable educator. Under her guidance, I think with so many years, I think 3 decades of experience, she is really an asset to the school, and under her guidance and leadership, the school has achieved and the students have achieved various awards under the sports, academics, arts, etc. So without much ado, let's call upon Ms. Arti Desai. And so, hello ma'am, good morning, and thank you so much for your time, ma'am. I'm really humbled, and it's a pleasure and honor for me to share space with you here today. Thank you so much.
It's an honor to be here talking to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, ma'am, your passion for teaching started way back when you were in like grade 12. That's what we read about you. So, with
done your research.
with so many years of experience, what you think? Can you share your journey with us, or what you think as an educator? What are the challenges that an educator would face, or any milestones from your journey that you can share with us?
Challenges as in, of course, education is an ever-evolving field. Challenges, I would say each day is a challenge, and each day we are looking at new things.
Right.
Things are evolving. Children are, so I have taught for almost 30 years now, and what I can see from the time that I had started teaching earlier and the times now, children are exposed to a lot more thanks to technology.
Right.
The students that I taught when I was 19 and the students that I am teaching now, they do have a lot of exposure, a lot of knowledge, a lot of learning which they are already doing on their own.
Right.
So now the teacher's job is not to give information in the class.
Right.
There was a time when the teacher was giving information in the class, but now it's not that. It's now the child already has the information. The child is already reading up. The child is already looking at discovering channels, various technology-driven Wikipedias, this, that, everywhere. I mean, there's a whole lot of knowledge already available to the child. Now the job of the teacher is to direct the child as to which sources the child should go to for the correct knowledge.
Right.
How should the child implement the knowledge in the practical life?
Right.
Even in terms of career advice, today when people come to ask me about career advice, I mean, there are so many careers out there, so many career choices out there. So it has become a difficult task for teachers to keep themselves updated and see to it that they are giving the right advice to the children. Because they themselves were born and brought up in an age where we only talked about engineering and medicine.
Yeah, right.
Nothing else.
Very true, very true. Right. So, yeah, as you rightly said that, teachers really need to keep themselves updated. So, moving forward, so with your so many years of experience, you have experienced the traditional way of learning, teaching, as well you have experienced the teaching with the help of technology as a tool.
Yeah.
So, then what do you think is the advantage of using technology as a tool compared to the traditional method?
Yeah, see, the traditional method, you want to show an experiment to the child, you want to give some practical experience to the child. There was a lot of time and energy spent over gathering the resources, gathering the materials, trying to show to the children, and then there is a class full of 40 students. The teacher is showing something on the table, the last benchers are not able to see it clearly. Today, technology has made it so easy and so convenient. So there are a lot of things which the teacher can show online, and every child is able to get the proper perfect view and able to see it well.
Right.
So
Technology has, I think, really helped.
yeah, it has helped a lot in watching and understanding,
Making things come to life.
making things come to life. Yes, yes.
So again, further to that, we've also seen a shift in the education industry where there is focus on teaching, technology and coding subjects. Not only using them as a tool, but also
Yes.
teaching them to
Also
students.
teaching them.
And with regards to that, it is really commendable that LFS under your guidance has embraced these subjects way back in 2016. So we've been teaching your students STEM and technology and coding subjects since so many years now.
Okay.
So what according to you what are the tangible or intangible benefits or results, or how that has helped your children grow? Anything that you would like to share on that aspect?
Yeah, see, basically, I mean, if I compare with myself, the way I learned in an age when we were in college, we were taken to one particular place in the town where somebody had brought in one or two computers.
Right.
And was trying to make an attempt to start teaching something on computer.
Okay.
And we were taken there to show us what a computer looks like.
Right.
That was the
And now the computer is there in everyone's hands.
yeah, and now it is in everyone's hands. So see, every child has learned to use a mobile phone. Every child knows how to explore, or every child is a good user, a better user than me, I think.
Yeah, in our generation.
In our generation. But now it's time to make them understand how it works.
Right.
So, and I'm sure with the kind of knowledge that our children already have today, if they are introduced to these subjects at an earlier age, and seeing that the children are so smartphone savvy and computer savvy right from the crib.
Right. Yeah, they're born in the age of
So
technology.
they're born in the age of technology. I think they will be able to work wonders with it if they are taught at an earlier age.
Right. So yeah, that was really futuristic of you, ma'am, to embrace technology and knowing, having that farsightedness that this is going to be the future that my children need it. So I think the children are blessed that through you they are getting this opportunity to learn these subjects. So moving on, ma'am, in spite of every day we are moving towards modernization, but still somewhere the gender bias is there, where people, or there's a general consensus or feeling that STEM, engineering, these are subjects for boys and they will enjoy it more, and girls are still hesitant, or parents are still hesitant in putting their girls in these fields. So what, as a suggestion or as a tip, what do you say? Because we also experience that. We have very few girls and more boys. It's a fact. So how do we get more girls to come and experience these subjects? Because we feel every child should explore. The way technology is moving, every child should be able to explore and at least experience these subjects. Whether they take it forward, again, is their choice, but at least they should experience it. So how do you think we can get more girls to come and play? Because in our company, we have, say if we have 30 teachers, we have 25 women and only 5 men. So that's a matter of pride for us. But in general, how do we get more girls to come and experience these subjects?
Actually, see, in a city like Bombay, I have not seen that disparity so much, because people are very much into educating girls, and girls are taking up engineering also. Boys are
taking up
cooking and art subjects. So I don't see that much disparity, but yes, there are still certain communities and certain places and rural areas where people are still into Like for the girls, it's even if you are educating a girl, it's that cooking and all that. Home science is the
Right.
subject for girls, and the rest is for boys. But yes, I feel more and more of talking to them, awareness, making them aware of their own skills.
Yeah, right.
In the classroom itself, I feel when the children are discussing topics with the teachers, and when a girl child encouraging girls to speak up,
Right.
to discuss, and once they show their talent and they show their skills, appreciating it and encouraging them to move on and move forward with it, that would help, I feel.
That's a good tip. A girl, a woman encouraging another woman.
Another woman.
Yeah, that's a nice tip. So, ma'am, finally, what is the advice for so many children who are going to watch this video of yours through our magazine and our social media handles? What is the advice for them to achieve higher in life or to break more ceilings, just like you have done?
So my message to my students is technology is moving at a very, very fast pace, children. And I know, I'm sure you all must be confused as to what you need to do, whether you should go into this field or that field. Every field is going to have technology involved now. And yes, coding and STEM learning, everything needs to start, and yes, you should get into it, but do not get overwhelmed. There are a lot of fields and a lot of branches to technology also, and I'm sure each one will find your own skill base into that field. Each child does not necessarily need to be a software programmer. When we talk about computers, we only think about software programmers. So that's not the only field available where IT is concerned. There are lots of other fields available, and you find your own talent, what you are good at, whether you are good at being a programmer, or whether you are good at coding, whether you are good at testing software programs, whether you are good at designing what a software program should be like, or what kind of a package you want to produce, or what kind of an app you would like to be prepared, and then give it to the programmers to prepare it. So you can do a lot of things in that. Find your own way out, explore, enjoy exploring and learn, and I'm sure each one of you will find success in life, no matter what. And success cannot be measured with money. Success is measured with a certain amount of comfort in your life and happiness in your life. Keep a balance between nature and the virtual technology. That's important. You are going to learn technology which is going to make this world a better place. You are going to learn to make more and more gadgets which will reduce labor work, I am sure. So yes, explore, see to it that labor work is reduced. People do not have to slog the way they are doing now, but at the same time don't forget the labor class. See to it that the labor class also is brought into technology, made to learn things which they can also handle and do, and by which they will get more jobs. So I'm sure you will all make this world a better place. Thank you, children.